What's up, Mets fans? Welcome back to the channel. And folks, we're talking about one of the best pitchers available in this year's free agency and his current connection to the team in Queens. But before we get into it all I ask is that if you're new to the channel, don't hesitate from smashing that like and subscribe button. Help us get to 20k subs for your next short-term goal. Thank you guys all so much in advance. And of course, I have to let you guys know that today's show is brought to you by BetOnline. BetOnline is your #1 source for all your sports betting needs, so make sure you head over to betonline.ag using promo code Bleav at BLEAV. BetOnline, it's where the games begin. And now, folks, let's let the show begin, because as you see here, broken from my good buddy Pat Regazzo on the beat for the Mets last night, stating the following: that yes, the Mets are already showing a preliminary interest in Carlos Rodon, the big towering southpaw that is now a free agent after having a really strong campaign in 2022 with the San Francisco Giants, signing that one-year contract, banking on himself, knowing that he's coming off of an injury-riddled time during his time with the White Sox, comes into San Francisco, does a very solid job, and again, strikeouts per 9 through the roof. I don't think there's much more that I need to harp on here. I'm just excited. And I think the real question is, if the Mets go all in on Rodon, is that because of the fact that they know that they lost out on Jacob deGrom? That very well could be a likelihood. Is there a possibility to land both? Anything's possible with Steve Cohen, but again, I would probably emphasize that if Carlos Rodon comes to Queens, the likelihood again is far great if Jacob deGrom does, in fact, again, heartbreakingly go elsewhere. Hopefully that isn't the case for the Mets. As much as I would love Carlos Rodon, I think that at the end of the day, I still want Jacob deGrom more than anyone else out there. He's the best pitcher on the planet, most filthy, most dominant stuff for a reason. But Carlos Rodon is basically the best replacement you could possibly do for Jake in the scenario where you can't land Rodon without, of course, parting with Jake for salary reasons, even though, again, Steve Cohen is the man with the endless pockets, so nothing is impossible with him. I will emphasize that once further. But one more thing that we need to keep in mind when evaluating someone like Carlos Rodon is the fact that yes, he has dealt with injuries in his career. So how is this going to impact him on, say, a multi-year deal upwards of between 3 and 5 years? That's a great question. That's going to be a risk we're taking for whatever teams end up signing a guy like Rodon. And for the Mets in this situation, I think that this is absolutely a risk we're taking given the current free agency outlet when it comes to the guys that are available via starting pitching, and especially southpaws. There are not many dominant lefties out there nearly to the degree of a Carlos Rodon, who has been there, done that, as one of the better starters in all of baseball the past 2 years, when he doesn't just have the fastball that's touching high 90s. He also has the nasty wipeout slider. Lefty on lefty, you're screwed. Lefty on righty, you're screwed. I mean, this guy with his arsenal can truly do wonders for this Mets rotation, regardless on if Jacob deGrom is in it or not. So Carlos Rodon, I would say, especially in the scenario where Jake may not be a New York Met, as much as that pains me to say, then he's definitely got to keep an eye on going forward here. We just discussed him on video a couple days ago regarding 5 free agent targets for the Mets, and I had Carlos Rodon as my number 2 option for the Mets. So he's definitely a guy to keep in mind. I'm glad that the Mets are showing interest there. And also, as you guys see from this report, the Mets are also showing interest in Andrew Heaney, most recently with the LA Dodgers. This came out from Tim Healy, so make sure to check that out. But my overall takeaway, again, is the Mets are going to be showing a lot of interest in a lot of these southpaws. I'm excited to see what they're going to do this offseason. Obviously, I want Rodon for more than I want a Heaney, for example. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button if you found yourself enjoying this kind of Mets content and you want to see more great Mets content like this. And guys, thank you all so much in advance for the support, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Let's go Mets, baby. Peace out.